play for Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Middleton. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 29, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
2nd down and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
First down, Middleton. He's going to air one out.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now here's a carry heading left. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Tua. Dancing to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is out.
I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's caught. Lockett. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
From the gun, Middleton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Middleton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Middleton.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, JHAWK.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Middleton. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw. Middleton. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Middleton to Chenault on the slant. Touchdown! LaVisca Chenault in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He'll air this one out for Mims. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles? To a hit, and the ball is out.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you would.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to...
And he's going to be intercepted. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Throwing on first down. Middleton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
On 1st and 10, Middleton. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. To throw on second down, Middleton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Middleton. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Middleton. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Middleton. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Middleton. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jordan Brooks. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Middleton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Middleton going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing on 1st down. Middleton letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Middleton. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Middleton. It's caught. It's Shenault again. 7 yards, the pickup there. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
To throw on 2nd down. Middleton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Browns. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. He's going to let it go again. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua escaping the pressure. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, Middleton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Middleton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Middleton. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to.
That's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game.